Hi guys, welcome to week 4 of the 48-week photography challenge. I am super excited to see how much participation we're getting in this challenge and the excitement going around from people joining the challenge, the new people coming into it, and it's just fantastic to see the participation in it. Last week we had week 3 and the theme was solitude. I saw some pretty interesting images, some pretty interesting interpretations of the word solitude, and I myself had a very difficult time thinking of what I was going to do for this week's shoot, or this week 3. Check out my blog to see my photos, or check out the Facebook page to see what I did. I ended up using a teddy bear, of all things. That's all I could think of with the time I had. So it's a very challenging thing to do. With the critique, which everyone seems to be really interested in, so it's awesome. The critique is going to be this Thursday, January 31st at 12 p.m. I decided to do it at lunchtime because I was trying to accommodate as many people as possible. So I'm hoping that you guys pack a lunch this Thursday and could join us for the critique on Google Hangouts. So just keep an eye out on Twitter and our Facebook page to see, to find the link to join that around noon on Thursday. Okay, now we're on to week 4. All right, so like I said, these past few weeks have been quite challenging with the different themes like impact, shadows, and solitude. They haven't been the easiest challenges. So I'm hoping this week might be a little bit easier. This week's theme is going to be joy. Joy with an exclamation point. And the reason why I decided on joy was just because who doesn't like to be happy? Who doesn't like to see happy photos? And I think it'd be really interesting to see how you guys either show a feeling of joy or take a photo of something representing a feeling of joy. So we'll see what you guys can come up with. Keep in mind that you can post your photos in any way. You have 4 ways to post your photos. You can post them on our Facebook page, facebook.com/San Diego Photography. You can post it on Twitter with hashtag 48WPC, or on Instagram at 48WPC hashtag, or hashtag 48WPC. You get the idea. Or if you're not really into posting on social media sites, or you want to submit the high resolution image for critique, you can post or submit the form on our blog at jason-kirby.com. Every week, every video has a form submission that you can just fill out and upload your photo that way, so I can get the high resolution image. So those are the 4 ways you can submit your photos. And just some ideas for this week's theme. You can, something that represents joy, something like a baby smiling or laughing or giggling or something. How does that not bring anyone joy? Or maybe something a little bit different. Could be taking a picture of a speedometer at 100 miles an hour. That's kind of cool. It brings like an intense feeling. Like some people it brings joy. I know a few people in particular that it brings joy to. So just kind of get the idea. Obviously, I do not recommend shooting that picture at 100 miles an hour, but you be your own judge. Just a few rules I want to cover to make sure everyone's clear on them. You're only allowed to submit 1 or up to 5 images into the challenge. But if you submit multiple images, they all have to be in the same story, the same kind of scene. Okay, you can't submit 5 completely random images or 3 completely random images. They all have to be telling the same story, similar to like telling a storyboard. So you can combine all the images into one image, or you can send in multiple images that all kind of tell the same story. That's the only way I'm going to critique them. If I see random images, I might just pick 1 or none for the critiques. The other rule I want to emphasize is the photo must be taken from the moment you see this video until Sunday at midnight, okay? So in case of this video, it's Sunday at the 3rd at midnight is the last moment you can take the picture and submit it. If it's not submitted before then, it does not count. If the photo was taken before this video was ever made and before the theme was ever created, it does not count. The whole purpose is to have a full week to try to get this shot and go out there and shoot, not to use old images and repurpose them, okay? If these rules are not met, the photos will not be involved in the critique, which is what a lot of people really like. So that's kind of my way of pushing you to do what's right and follow the rules. Also, I'll be cutting back the critique a little bit because we've had a lot of images coming through and it's just too many to handle, and the critiques are going over an hour long, and that's just getting too long. So I'm going to try to cut down to 30 to 45 minutes or so. So about 15 images is what I'm going to select. So I'm going to choose the 15 images that I feel create the best conversation. Not necessarily the best images, or not necessarily the certain people I like or anything like that. It's just 15 images that I think can create a good dialogue for the Hangout. So just to recap, week 3 was Solitude. The critique is going to be this Thursday at noon. And week 4 is Joy with an exclamation point. You have 4 ways to submit your images, and make sure to follow the rules. So I look forward to seeing you guys' photos in week 4 of the 48-week photography challenge.